Welcome to this edition of Cosmo Times, where we will find out how Chinese films are doing around our favorite Cosmo cities. Hello everyone and welcome to this week's show whereby Xu decides to suddenly disappear, God knows where, and I'm left to host the show all by myself. Well, the show must go on, and today we're here at Shanghai Film Museum because today's show is all about Chinese films. Standing here on the Avenue of the Stars, everyone can feel like a celebrity with crowds and paparazzi screaming your name. So let's first go to New York, Melbourne, and Shanghai for this week's Word on Street and find out if you could be anyone famous, who would you want to be?
Fame, fortune, and glamour. Who wouldn't want to be a celebrity? I'm hitting the streets to see what famous person New Yorkers would want to switch lives with.
James Patterson.
Maybe Elizabeth Taylor.
Hillary Clinton. Julia Roberts.
Be Engelbert Humperdinck.
I just admire her as an actress. She got to travel the world, man, and do all sorts of really cool stuff.
I think they have a great profession.
She was brave. She did whatever the hell she wanted.
Fantasy for me has always been to, I'm going to regret saying this, be a Vegas singer.
I think she's pretty down to earth, but her movies are great. She's a great actress.
They can live anywhere they want and still make good money.
Lots of makeup, beautiful clothes, many jewels, and lots of handsome husbands.
She innovated some stuff for women and in power, and she's leading the way in a lot of things.
Not even the wealth of the glamour, just being on stage, entertaining people, and just having the talent to sing.
Given the opportunity, New Yorkers would like to swap their lives with a bunch of different celebrities. They're not one that they all have in common. They just like someone who's exciting and has a good life ahead of them. Now for me, I love Heidi Klum. I think she is beautiful, fun, and she has a really good family. Reporting for Cosmo Times, I'm Christy Clements. Now we're going to check in with Melbourne.
This guy here is famous for killing a dragon, but most people are famous for doing absolutely nothing. Well, some are anyway. The question is, who would you be if you could be anybody famous? Let's find out. If you could be anybody famous, who would it be?
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah?
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
why is that?
Because I think she's an awesome person and she's an incredible actress.
Russell Brand.
Really?
Yeah, looks as if he's got an amazing life, man. Just goes about.
Probably the Queen.
Straight for the top. Wow. That's you. So you've got high expectations now.
Yeah, I kind of want to be kind of famous in that way. No, I don't know.
If you could be famous, who would you be?
Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts?
Yeah.
Really?
I think it's just great.
So if you could be anybody famous, who would it be?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, mate, straight up. Yeah, so you love him, huh?
Yeah.
Kelly Slater.
Really? You're a big surfer?
Yeah, I enjoy it. Yeah, it's good. It would be the best job in the world, I reckon.
There are so many ways to be famous these days, and so many people that are famous that you just don't know where they are in the world. They could be closer than you think. Oh. This is Art and Jama reporting for Cosmo Times, on the lookout for famous people. Now back to Shanghai.
We all have dream of stardom when we were kids. So, if you can be someone famous, and I mean anyone, who would it be? Let's find out for Shanghai. 如果你可以变成一个名人，任何一个人，你会想要成为谁？
姚明吧。
为什么呢？
打篮球我特别喜欢，然后为中国争光啊，这是我很自豪的地方。
我想成为范冰冰。
哦，为什么？
因为我觉得她现在一直参加各种时尚趴嘛，然后现在她不仅是一个演员，然后也自己做了导演。我觉得她不仅是长得非常好看，也是一个非常有才华的。
成龙啊，成龙还蛮厉害的感觉。
那就孙红雷、
梁朝伟，
演技派深入人心吧，
做人比较有深度吧。
尼古拉斯凯奇那样子，他也是我非常喜欢的一个影星，因为他觉得是一个很有味道的男人。
名人，任何人，我做我自己就行了。
Seems like celebrity actors goes over big in Shanghai. For me personally, I want to be Ma Yun. I love how he's smart, he's down to earth, and he's a game player in the e-commerce industry. This is Celia Liang reporting for Cosmo Times in Shanghai.
Was it me or that guy in Melbourne looked just like... No, it could not be. Anyways, as we just saw, there are lots of famous people we can choose from the street. Your Majesty the Queen, Stephen King, or even Yao Ming. But for me personally, I don't really care about being a celebrity. But I definitely cannot live without a movie.
Cosmo Times.
Welcome back, everyone. You know, before this place was the film museum, it used to be a film studio where I actually played my very first feature film. But I didn't get any trophies. Well, let's head over to LA and check out who had more luck than I did in this year's Golden Angel Award.
As the only culture activity that was written in Congress yearbook as a permanent record of history of Congress of United States, the Chinese American Film Festival comes to its 9th year and has become a high-level annual event for Chinese and American film industry to exchanging and cooperation. This year, the opening ceremony of the Chinese American Film Festival is held at the Westin Bonaventure Hotel and Suites, one of the landmark buildings for Hollywood films. During the opening ceremony, many high-level professionals from both Hollywood and China attend, which includes former Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Science President Sid Ganis, producer of The Way of the Dragon Andrew Morgan, director of Lion King Robert Minkoff, president of China Film Co-Production Corporation Xun Zhang, and many Oscar winners.
Back when I first started here in the 6th festival, I thought, it's an important festival. China is important. How the heck are you supposed to inform people how important Chinese filmmaking is? Now, 4 years later, everybody knows. I didn't have to tell anybody. They all found out on their own.
中美电影节呢，在过去的9年当中呢，主要是致力于中美之间的电影，透过电影这个平台呢，促进文化的相互的理解和沟通。那在过去的这个9年里面，我们已经累计播放了超过400多部的中国电影。我们希望在好莱坞能够借着我们向美国人来推广中国电影。透过电影来反映中国人的生活和真实的一面，通过这样的方法来促进两边人民之间的了解。同时，我们也在我们电影节期间展映美国的优秀电影。所以，通过这样的一个两边电影人的交流啊，能够把中美文化能更好的融合在一起。
During the opening ceremony, 10 outstanding films include Finding Mr. Right, So Young, Tiny Times won the Golden Angel Award, and announced the winners of each category.
中美电影节给我这肯定。刚刚也一直在跟张强在聊天，就觉得这个电影非常的好运气，就是得到了非常多的中国观众的喜欢。
博纳电影公司，这几年连续不断的推出了一些好的电影，我也非常高兴能够再次继上次桃姐之后，再一次在中美电影节上获奖，感谢中美电影节，谢谢你们。谢谢洛杉矶的观众，谢谢。
我一直很喜欢洛杉矶，我喜欢这里的天气，喜欢这里的美食，也喜欢这里浓郁的这样的电影氛围，所以特别感激，谢谢。
Opening ceremony, Chinese American Film Festival hosts a series of professional forum with MPA and in 8 different universities to set up a platform for American and Chinese film professionals to explore the opportunities of cooperation.
We've had one in Beijing, we've had 2 here now, and I think it's very helpful for both countries. And the evidence is looking at the product. Now tonight they'll get a chance to see exactly, not just talking about doing something, but actually the real thing. The real thing is the co-production.
Over 100 outstanding Chinese and American films will be screened during this year's Chinese American Film Festival, including Tiny Times, Finding Mr. Right, So Young, and much more. Many movies will be screened in North America for the first time. I'm Xi Wen, reporting from Los Angeles for Cosmo Times.
Wow, there were a lot of trophies handed out at Golden Angel Awards. And wasn't it cool to see Vicky Zhao being a successful actress and now a film director? That she not only appears in Chinese American Film Festival in LA, but also in New York's Chinese Film Festival. So now let's roll the camera to this week's New York City Search.
Lights, camera, action. It's time for Chinese films to make their mark here in the States. I'm here at the New York Chinese Film Festival in Lincoln Center, and we're gonna see how these feature films are standing out here in the Big Apple. The New York Chinese Film Festival is in its 4th year, and it's already making moves. In the short period of time, it's managed to connect film lovers from around the world with the most exciting Chinese films, actors, and directors. Every year, Lincoln Center has seen an overflow of fans and film buffs for this event.
Bringing Chinese movies to Americans educates them about China, educates them about the bright side of China, about the creativity in China. So from my perspective, it's a wonderful foundation for better U.S.-China relations.
Every year, some of China's biggest film stars grace the red carpet at Lincoln Center to promote the country's most popular flicks. And as visitors, the stars are playing new roles in New York City, tourists. They're seeing, smelling, shopping, and eating their way through the Big Apple.
就是一个大都会的一个感觉。那如果有机会的话，我觉得有一个香港版的 Sex and the City， 我觉得不错的。I love the dining, so many restaurants, especially the Italian food. I love that so much, but it's very dangerous because all of them are carbohydrates. You know, that I gained so much weight. I'm so scared this morning because I'm so afraid that I can't wear this dress tonight.
The festival kicked off with the screening of one of China's most popular films, So Young. New York audiences got to see a new side of actress Vicky Zhao as she made her directorial debut.
因为我觉得她已经被中国观众很多的接受，对我第一次导演来说，我已经非常满足了。所以在海外来说，我只是希望多一点的人来看中国电影，来关心中国电影就可以了。
对于我来说，我拍电影又不是常常当导演，是我第一次当导演。我们希望给观众一个深刻一点的电影，尽我的能力。
Another actress that can be seen playing different roles on and off screen is Miriam Young. She's an award-winning pop star and actress. Let's find out her secrets for success.
是所有我曾经唱的歌都是一种记录我自己的人生、我的生活、我的进化论。然后电影是另外一个世界，我可以感受别人的生活，不是自己出发。我觉得这个就是很大的分别。可能因为我的 marriage， 我的 baby， 就是会给我在思想上的一种成熟，就是会比较 mature。然后你可以看同一个剧本的时候，你有不同的感受。
All the movies shown at the festival are in Chinese, but that doesn't pose a problem to New York audiences. Moviegoers are able to connect with the film's characters and plots, even if they're made on the other side of the globe.
他们没有什么隔膜，因为最终这个电影讲述的还是人的情感，人的这种经历对人的影响。
I think the world is getting so small that you don't have to be an English language film or a Hollywood movie to call yourself, you achieve somewhere. If you make a good film itself, you know, I think a lot of people should recognize your work.
可能我们成长背景不一样，但是大家的电影的语言是共通的。比方说一些爱情论，或者是动作的影片。你看到很多现在好莱坞制作的影片都会选择在内地去做那个拍戏的地方那些背景，所以我觉得开始大家都会很喜欢知道多一些关于中国的一个文化，这样会带我去做游。
中国的经济发展的越来越快，这个涉及到的中国人在海外的投资、求学和旅游，越来越多种多样。其实我们从去年的片子里看，除了北京遇上西雅图，我们还看到有泰囧，其实都是在海外取景，然后这个涉及到华人故事的电影。我相信未来这种片子 会产量越来越高。
In a thriving city like New York, there's always a hint of international influence. From the Chinese stars to the fans that watch them, the Chinese culture has made its mark on the Big Apple.
Don't change that channel because after the break, we have a special treat for all your film festival fans. A look back on this year's Shanghai's International Film Festival. And of course, creative source.
Cosmo Times.
Welcome back. It looks like Chinese films have gained international recognition both in LA and New York. And as a Shanghainese myself, I'm very proud to say that Shanghai is also a birthplace for Chinese film. So let's recap Shanghai's International Film Festival in this week's Shanghai City Search.
Shanghai is the birthplace of Chinese cinema.
上海是电影市场最成熟的一个市场。
如果说中国有第一个的一个国际电影节呢，就应该在上海这样一个城市。
It was a beautiful international festival. It was an Eastern festival.
From June 15th to 23rd, 2013 marks the 20th anniversary of the Shanghai International Film Festival, China's only film festival accredited by the FIAPF. In 2013, the Shanghai International Film Festival Organizing Committee received 1,655 film applicants from 112 countries and regions around the world. It set a new record for the Shanghai International Film Festival. The amount of premieres in Asia or worldwide rose rapidly. Both well-known and upcoming directors brought their works of art to Shanghai, giving plenty of surprises to fans and audiences.
The 16th Shanghai International Film Festival Award for Best Feature Film goes to The Major, Russia.
The Russian film The Major proved to be the biggest winner for the Golden Goblet Awards as the curtain fell on the 60th Shanghai International Film Festival. The Best Male Actor award was taken by Hong Kong actor Nick Chung for his lead role in Unbeatable. And the Best Actress award went to 10-year-old darling Crystal Lee for her touching performance also in Unbeatable. Now let's take a look at the other momentous occasions making history at this year's film festival. At the same time, we met Tom Hooper, the British director behind King's Speech, which won 4 Oscars, and this year's jury president for the Golden Goblet Awards.
I like to know all the details. It's the same way I work as a director. It's about being incredibly thorough about everything that you get involved in. So even with the closing ceremony, I've been sitting with the directors, going through everything in a lot of detail so I can understand it.
Interestingly, during the past few years, the president of the jury at the SIFF has worked closely with Chinese-made movies. This has not only made the SIFF a huge attraction to the Asian market, but also to the world. American director Oliver Stone, who was a member of the first jury at the Shanghai International Film Festival back in 1993, attended this year's festival after a 20-year absence. He was awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award for his body of work that includes films like JFK, Wall Street, Born on the 4th of July, and Platoon.
The beauty of Chinese cinema was always, it was unsentimental, but there was some truth to it.
Stone also took time to attend the forums to communicate with fans and media. Besides Oliver Stone, the British Film Institute spent time and money restoring 9 of Alfred Hitchcock's black and white films. It marked the biggest restoration project that the BFI had ever undertaken. Movies like The Lodger, Easy Virtue, Fighting, and The Pleasure Garden were given new life for the Shanghai audiences to enjoy. This year also marks the 50th anniversary of the passing of Japanese cinematic master Yasujiro Ozu. His body of work, including Early Spring, Late Spring, and Autumn Afternoon, The Flowers of Green Tea Over Rice, and Tokyo Story were all shown during the festival. 1993 set the foundation for the first Shanghai International Film Festival, opening a new page in the history of Chinese cinema.
老一代的是，比如说吴贻弓老师啊、张伟芳老师啊、那个秦毅老师，他们肯定觉得又是有中国电影的一个源头，然后又有一个国际的一个视野，所以我觉得他们怀着这样一个情怀，提出来要办这样一个电影节。
The Shanghai International Film Festival is clearly on the way up. Everything from films to judges continues to push the standards, making it one of the most influential events in China's film industry. While working towards gaining more international support, it still represents a massive platform for new and independent films across Asia. With 300 films screening, 10 forums looking into the issues surrounding cinema, and 8 Chinese film pitch projects, Shanghai's film festival proudly turns 20, with all eyes on the future.
It looks like Shanghai International Film Festival is all about stars and the red carpet. Since I was on the red carpet, I realized that no matter where you walk, pose, or host, you always need some creative source. Anyway?
If you're looking for a show that's going to have you saying oui, then Union Square Theater is where you're going to want to come. Check out Les Soirées, one colorful show you're not going to want to miss.
It's a big heartwarming experience. It is pure escapism. You leave all your troubles at the door.
It's fun, it's frivolous, it's like sexy and cheeky and irreverent. The show offers something that's a little bit left of field from to what the normal theater experience is going to be.
The show returns to New York this fall for a limited time after a 10-year international tour.
New Yorkers are going to love this show. New York's it's a colourful city, and this is a very colourful show.
Les Soirées' new home at Union Square is in an ideal location. Strike while the iron's hot, the show returns to Sydney at the end of the year.
Winter's already here in Shanghai, and nothing quite beats the cold like hanging out in the warmth of a nice restaurant, kicking it with some friends, and listening to a couple of good tunes. Glow London, a British-style restaurant, is launched their winter menu with warmth in mind.
For the new winter menu, we introduced some new dishes like the grilled fish and the seafood spaghetti. Also a meat lovers pizza, which we believe is going to be very popular.
Try your best to imagine a piece of sizzling codfish or pizza being cooked slow in the oven. It's pretty hard to feel cold. Apart from providing a feast for seafood and meat lovers, you gotta get your heavier ingredients to help fight the winter dryness and cold.
We always try to use the ingredients which are in season, and in the winter a little bit more spicy, a little bit more heavier food, so that's how we change our menu.
Alright, you've got your food on your plate and the candles are lit. It's time to escape the cold and embrace the winter.
Okay, that's the end of today's show. And all this talk about the Chinese film festivals makes me wonder, where is Bai Xu? Melbourne? Maybe he's stuck on a boat with a tiger, a bird, a monkey. Ali? See you all next week.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Hey. Come on.